the spiritual significance of codependency is the fact that we give so much until we're emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually depleted. And we also don't know how to receive, which means a lot of feminines who are dealing with codependency, women, they have a well that has been running dry and things keep showing up to get more water, and we can produce it because we carry water in our bellies to hold our children. That never turns off. If you're biologically, physiologically wired to do this, that never turns off. And so when you allow a lack of reciprocity, when you're giving more than you're receiving, it doesn't matter if it's intentional or not. It doesn't matter if the other person is intentionally doing this or not. But if you are allowing this, what you're doing is you're allowing yourself to be drained dry. You're allowing yourself to be bled like the crucifix, like sacrificing yourself. You're allowing yourself to be martyred. And this is with Pluto in Aquarius now. There's a collective mental body healing about to be happening. So for so many of us who struggle with codependency, we're being challenged now to step out of codependency, to stop giving when we have nothing left to give. And it's scary. It's scary when the only way that you know how to be safe is to be nice all the time. And it doesn't mean that we're supposed to be mean to people, but we're supposed to be authentic. And when you are genuinely too tired to do something, it is okay for you to say, I'm too tired to do blank. We're having to practice doing this. I need y'all to listen to me. The spiritual implications of codependency is that your soul is being ciphered. And whoever in your life may not be good at identifying when you're drained and they ask for more, they ask for attention, they're asking for advice, or you're feeling like you have to help them manage their emotions, their reactions when they're triggered. Like a lot of us exist in those types of relationship dynamics because we're meant to learn how to heal these things. You can't heal them unless you actually have an opportunity to re-experience them with awareness, with self-awareness. Okay? We good at being aware of things happening to other people, but what's happening inside of you? And the ability to give when you really have nothing left to give is soul murder. It is soul murder. And it fragments you. And when you're fragmented in your soul, you're distorted in your perception. So you can't see things for what they are. This is the reason why people who do readings are so popular now. Because people who are on the journey of seeking, they're trying to get clarity. They're trying to see things for what they really are. And the inability for us to say no. There's a shame that I feel if I don't get out of bed and cook by a certain time to make sure the family eats. There is a shame that I feel if I'm not being as productive as I have been programmed to think I'm supposed to be. There's a shame that I feel about these things. I'm not only codependent with people, I'm codependent with productivity. I need productivity to feel like it's proud of me at all times. Do you understand how the 3D Matrix game hijacks your emotional, mental self and play these games with you? This is what we're being called to heal right now. And this is the reason that so many of us are in relationships where there is an imbalance. Somebody is the giver, somebody is the receiver. And in most relationships, from many readings that I have done, most of the women are the ones that overgive and overextend. But we're not physically built to be productive 24/7 like that. On a hormonal level, we're not built for that. So what happens is whoever in your life is benefiting from you not being able to turn off in any way, okay, they inherit karma because they're tapping a well that's already depleted. And if you're not self-aware enough to know you're depleted, you're headed into burnout, you're headed into a nervous breakdown, you're in a dark night of the soul, and you need more time to process things, to be with yourself and with your own thoughts and experience some emotions that you haven't experienced, so that you can actually allow them to move through you instead of being stuck and stored inside of you. If you're in a relationship with anybody, especially even our children don't understand no. They don't know when to turn off, and most women are primary caregivers. So we're tired because we've been doing so much for so many people, and it's an invisible burden. But what happens in a romantic relationship, if the man is taking more than he's giving to the woman, he suffers usually mentally and emotionally. And he becomes even more easily triggered and frustrated because he's connected to a frequency. He's connected to a broadcasting system that is giving him feedback of the energy of taking and not knowing how to stop and give without expecting anything in return. And it's because society has programmed them to be that way. So we're breaking societal programming, the conditioning that is on us. This is what Pluto is bringing death and transformation for us in this Aquarian energy. We're breaking free of that. So the more that you practice being less codependent, it benefits everybody. Even if people are frustrated at you because you're not doing as much as you used to or what you're used to, it's still going to benefit them too. Because you're able now to focus on what you need and reconnect with your soul. And guess what? They finally get the opportunity, if they accept it, to learn how to be givers and not takers. And a giver isn't somebody who does something because they want to feel good about themselves or it makes them look good. A giver is somebody who does something because it's an honor for them to be able to give to someone else. See, a lot of us who are codependent, our entire identity is created by what we do for others. And that's why when we're not doing for others what we think we should, we feel discouraged and we feel like we're letting people down. So there's this addiction to caretaking others that we're having to let go of. Now, if you want to dive deeper into this and really be able to practice this and master this, this is the best time to be doing this. Because whatever frequency that you choose to swim in the most, that's the frequency that's going to be attached to everything in your life. And if you know that you're swimming in vibrations you don't want to swim in no more, you can't do the same thing that you've always done and get a different outcome. You're going to have to do something different. And I already created the course for you, where it only takes 30 minutes a day for you to get transformation and know how to respond in situations in a way where it's going to build up your legacy. It's going to build up the bridge between you and your soul. A lot of us are tired because we're disconnected from our soul.